Millions of us do every day, but when the Duchess of Sussex closed her own car door yesterday, she caused quite a stir. Arriving at London's Royal Academy of Arts, Meghan stepped out of her car, having had the door opened for her, and then she turned and shut it behind her. Fans immediately took to social media to hail the Duchess as humble and down to earth. Grant, Harrold is a former butler to Prince Charles, William and Harry, and now works as an etiquette expert for royal households around the globe. Hello, Grant.
Grant.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Grant, we met at the royal wedding, did we not?
We did. We did indeed. We spent some time together opposite Windsor Castle.
We did. You were very pleasant company, and I'm up on my etiquette by referring back to that moment. So marvellous. So Grant, look, she shut a car door. Is this ripping up protocol? Is this a modern royal in operation? What have we just seen?
Isn't it shocking? Can you believe that a royal actually closes their own door? I mean, the reality is, yes, the doors are normally opened and normally they're closed. It's sometimes the chauffeur, sometimes the police protection. Depends what side they get out. On this occasion, it's as simple as she's got out the car and like anybody else, she's closed her door. It's not suddenly a kind of breach of royal protocol or etiquette. It's just doing a sensible thing.
I know, but I suppose for a royal that the temptation is to think, oh, I'd like to look in my glove box, but I've got a man here who can do it for me. So should in future, will we see her wait for someone to do it?
Well, that's going to be the interesting thing because nobody's going to say to the Duchess, oh, you shouldn't have done that. I mean, it's a personal choice. I mean, we've seen the younger royals have got their own ways of doing things. There's no two ways about it. And, the rules are kind of changed on a daily basis. I mean, we even see Prince Harry and the Duchess hugging children, which is not a new thing. If we remember, Princess Diana did the exact same. So I think it's fantastic to see the younger royals just having a different approach, a different way of doing things. And maybe that's her decision. She's able to shut a car door. Why not? But at the same time, there might be occasions she will get out and the introductions will be so quick she won't have a chance to it. But somebody will be there, as always, to close the door.
What are some of the more surprising tasks that household staff are expected to perform, shall we say, Grant?
Thankfully, there isn't anything really shocking. I mean, this is the great thing. I mean, obviously being a butler for 20-odd years and looking after royals and dukes and VIPs, and I can safely say that the only shocking thing that ever happened to me in all my time, especially working for the royal family, was getting to dance with the Queen. I think that was something that wasn't in my job description, so I was a bit shocked when it actually happened.
How did that happen?
I was actually in Scotland. Is the royal family up there just now? The Queen's there just now, and they have what's called the Gillies Ball. They have two of them every year, started with Queen Victoria, and I was invited along and got to dance with the Duchess of Cornwall. And at the end of the dance, the Queen was behind me. The music started up, and I ended up having to very quickly work out how to do a Scottish reel again. So, as I said, it was a bit of a shock, but it was a huge honour. But so that's as kind of strange as it, if you like, as it gets. There's never the duties of butlers.
Well, we do. I think we talked about this, Grant. We have read in the past about someone squeezing Prince Charles's toothpaste. Are those things made up?
Yes, I think it's safe to say they are made up. I mean, nice. I think the reality is we're all capable of squeezing our own toothpaste. Wow. And I can safely say I'd never had to do anything like that. And I think Carson would roll in his grave if somebody suggested to poor old Carson he had to do that. Yes. So there is a lot of myths out there, but that's the thing, isn't it? This is what kind of makes news, and it does make me laugh sometimes when you read some of the stories. But thankfully, the task of a butler are still traditional. It's still looking after guests and serving meals and preparing meals and kind of dealing with telephone calls and dare I say even emails in the modern era.
Well, Grant, it's been marvellous to reconnect. I'm afraid you're going to have to put your own phone down. Unless there's someone there to do it for you. Is there someone there to do it for you?
Yes, I've got one of my royal Daxies next to me, so my Daxies can take the phone from me and put the phone down.
Marvellous.
Tony has somebody to put the phone down for him, genuinely, right at this moment.
Grant,
fantastic.
We'll speak again.
Likewise, thank you.
Cheers, mate. Goodbye.
Bye.
There we are, Grant Howard. I bet he's got some stories. I mean, he won't tell us, will he, on air? But being a butler to Prince Charles, William and Harry.
How did you not get them out of him when you were hanging out with him?
Because he won't say, will he? He wouldn't be a butler if he said.
Tell him off there, because,
just...
Then you went, see you later, mate.
Do you know what...